Well, pink stripe on North Carolina illegal immigrant license eyed. Yeah, a new North Carolina driver's license set to be issued to some illegal immigrants has a bright pink stripe and the bold words "No lawful status," raising concerns about where the design will brand those who show it. Excuse me, illegal immigrants. You're here illegally. There are ways to get into America legally. So, you're worried about this? Yeah, because they're worried that like they can't get a job and drive themselves to work. You're here illegally, okay? I mean, that's the end of the story. There's ways to get into America legally. Don't get me started on the subject. Mr. Man here. That's not the point of this video, okay? So we're not going to get into a rant about that. I just had to say that because I saw the video and it blew my mind. That just gets me so upset whenever I read stuff about that. Anyway, Mr. Man here. Pound going whammo. I gotta remember when I'm... Oh, great, I just passed it. There we go. Mr. Man here, and I have a video on something that I haven't really seen a review on YouTube about it, but then again, I haven't really looked. I know there's one review, at least of this type of style of knife, but I haven't really seen this type of video because I haven't searched for it. So that's why I exist. Mr. Man J, with a J after my name. That's what I just said, Mr. Man J. And what would that knife be? That would be a Paratrooper knife, mini Paratrooper knife, mini Paratrooper knife, Fury Tactical Mini Paratrooper knife. What this is it's a, like I said, Paratrooper knife. And now let me explain something here. Paratrooper knives, from the best I can do or figure out with my experience, digging up information online, Wikipedia. If you write out a research paper and it's like, sources Wikipedia, it's like that's not going to give you any points whatsoever. But I was these type of knives were designed around World War II, one or the other, like World War I or World War II, and they were never really. There's no official cases of them being used by paratroopers. It's kind of the idea around them. They're called paratrooper knives, but were they really used by paratroopers? Don't know. So take that for what it's worth. But what it is, well, first of all, the box. Not that you want to see this. I'm going to be like a YouTube reviewer, so here's the box. Well, I am a YouTube reviewer, but it's like the box. It's very nice, and it got the numbers on it. You don't want to know that numbers on the side. It's a box, okay? Opens up, and it comes in a plastic bag. There's a knife. You don't really want to know what the whole box is. It's like inside a cardboard. Yeah. Okay. So it's made out of stainless steel and stainless steel handle, so it says. And I believe the blade is a 440C. It's set on Amazon. I get this from Amazon for like $10, along with Inception soundtrack. Still shrink wrap because they gave me the free audio swap version. So I figured, well, I don't have to open this up right now. So, and while we're on the subject of CDs, Skyfall. Not the soundtrack Skyfall, the song Skyfall from Adele. Found it at wherever that was, Walmart, for like $2. Figured, well, I'd rather have a hard copy of it, and I wouldn't want to pirate it. So, because piracy is wrong, and I'd rather pay $2 than $2 million. So, and then the other thing I got from Amazon, that Skyfall wasn't from Amazon, but this, buy this game and play it because it's great. Not Far Cry 3, Far Cry 2. This I've been playing the last couple days, and it is it has to be one of the best shooters in the world. So, getting back to the knife, and I bought this because I wanted to. Here's something you'll notice about it first. Hear that? The rattle. Yeah, it rattles, and that's just, I don't exactly know why it does that. It's just somehow the way that the whole knife works, and I'll show you how it works in a second. But it rattles. So, and I wouldn't want to carry this knife really because there's no pocket clip. Plus, it's a pain to open. And not necessarily a pain to open, but it's not. All right, here, watch. Yeah. That's a tenacious opening. This thing will take you a lot longer than this. It'd take you longer. I mean, it's probably. I just forgot what I was going to say. Yeah, it would take you longer to have this in your hands and open it up than it would to pull the tenacious out of your pocket, get it situated in your hand, and then pull it, then open it up. Because tenacious is just fast, but as blade play, which still irks me. That's okay though. But so, what's the advantage about this knife then? Because, well, first of all, this one's cheap. I wanted one of these from Bud K, and then they got sold out, and they were like, you don't want it anymore. It's like, I still do, but Amazon has it now, so I've taken my business to them. And so. Yeah, I was trying to figure out, so what makes this knife so special? Well, first of all, Red Camaro 2 and this knife. Kind of the same in the way that their locks work. sort of. And the butterfly knife, I'm holding on to the wrong handle. I'm not good with butterfly knives at all. Let's open this up safely. You see, a butterfly knife has two handles that, you know, the blade folds in and it unfolds like that. And that makes it very secure because then this blade can't fold up on your hand. So, now, butterfly knives are illegal in most places. By Michigan law, I don't see where they're illegal. If they are, I'm not carrying it. It's just for a collection piece. Like the great toy reviewer would say, it's a collection filler. This is a collection filler technically, because I wouldn't really use it for like using the knife, but I like it just for the coolness factor of it. So, what does it do? It's taking you 5 minutes to figure out what this thing does. Alright, so you notice that it's kind of weird looking, and you got a latch. I'm going to do like a review. It's like, I don't know if you can see this, but, you know, yeah. Like, let me see if you can see that right there. Yeah. So anyway, what we do is, in order to open up this knife, because it looks kind of weird, there's no bump studs, no nothing, no switches, it is not the front knife, technically. But it's not an automatic out the front. So what you do is you lift up this latch here. Okay? Then the knife opens up, spreads apart, whoosh, push the blade up, closes, and then you lock it, and you have your knife open. Now that's pretty cool, because there's not many knives that work like that. And actually, for being $10, there's a slight bit of up and down blade play, and pretty much no side to side. I mean, I think the side to side is just because of the up and down blade play. So it locks up really, really well. Blade feels fairly sharp. I'm not going to cut anything up around here, but you know, and sure, there's a little bit of, you know, machining wear. And if you see my finger cut, that was because I was trying to open up a pack of cheese with a steak knife. And I always get myself onto dull knives, and they hurt more than sharp. But yeah. So, and you know, the blade style here is, yeah, who cares about what the blade style is? But it's, you know, it'd be fairly functional. I guess if you had to use it for something, this would be, I guess, a good backup knife to carry with you in a pack or something. I wouldn't really want to trust my life this, but it seems fairly sturdy for what it is. And, well, locked up, see, the only problem I have with it is like this. The handles, they're more springed. They want to spring open, but that's okay. That's why I got the lock on it. And now if you see here, the tang of the blade, I believe that's what you call a tang here, from the, what do you call it? Edge of the blade all the way down. Yeah, that's right. Drop the knife. Like, ah! Like, you know, see a mouse, it's like, oh no, a mouse. But you have a big chunk of steel there, so I doubt that's going to crack off on you. And this knife has, like right now I'm holding it very weird and awkward. It's going to slip and fall in my hand. But it doesn't have as much of a point of failure as some other type of knives because it has all that steel right down there. So in machining wise, even though it's cheap, it would still seem like a fairly sturdy blade of sorts. So, but I mean, who wouldn't say that that's just cool right there, opening up? But see, now, like you told me, drop it, because holding this knife can be a little awkward sometimes. But, and that's one thing too here. If you go to close it, you can like that, but opening it, not really. But so, and it seems like it's kind of loosened up, you know, and using it. Not the only problem is when you're opening up, the blade can go side to side, and if it's scraping along the edge, you know, when it's going up, I'd be worried about that wearing down the blade, the edge, you know, because I think that would dull after a while and you'd destroy your whole knife. But you know, it does have a little awkward shape. But like I said, it's more of like something for my collection that I've been looking at, and I have it now, so my life's complete, right? No, why should it be? This is a neat style. Now I want an automatic out the front. Automatic out the fronts are illegal where I live. It clearly states that. Well, not out the fronts are illegal, but automatic knives, push button, automatic contrivances, blah blah blah. So I'm not going to break the law. So I'm not going to get one until they change the law, which hopefully they do. And if I do, you will see me with a $500 Microtech Halo 5 on here. But until then, can't get it. But the Halo 5 is the knife I want. Halo 5, what was the other knife? I was just looking through the CRKT catalog. They got an automatic, was it the M16? Something. An automatic M16, because I was looking at it, thinking, man, you know, that looks, it's like the M16 or, you know, whatever type of, you know, I have a video of one of them on here, a flipper type knife, you know, and they make so many styles of that thing. But I was like, man, but what's different about the one? It looks different. And it's like, oh, it's an automatic, cool. And also the CRKT Persian folder, I'm probably going to get that as soon as I can. You know, I'm going to either pre-order it or buy it as soon as it comes out, because I was flipping through the CRKT catalog, saw that, and it was like, I just fell in love with the design for some weird reason. I mean, and I can't find anything online about it except Blade HQ says it's out of stock because it's not out yet. So as soon as that gets in stock, I'm buying it. Hopefully, unless I decide not to, because, you know, first impressions of stuff are always better than... Most of the time I find no matter how bad something is, the first impression is always good. You need to prove my point? If you want me to prove my point, give me 5 seconds. Okay, give me a little more than 5 seconds. Give me half a second. Give me a couple more seconds. This is taking forever to load. No, just load. I'm trying to prove a point here. Ah, there we are. You want me to prove my point about first impressions are better than, like, everything else? Did I say more? Had an update. I haven't played it for, like, ever. And they're like, go back 2 times. It's getting me sick and tired. I probably turn every notification off. Every time I turn the sound, it's like, Pixel people want you back in town because your town's going to, like, you know, it's like, it's catching on fire and stuff. And it's like, yeah, who cares? I don't want to. All right, let me go to my settings here. Settings, notifications, Pixel people. See, I thought I had everything turned off. I mean, look. Everything's like turned off on there. How can it not? None. Oh, alert style none. Oh, there we go. Okay. Maybe that'll work now. Why not? I got so much stuff on here. Galaxy on Fire. Oh, did they still have Galaxy on Fire 2 HD? Well, I got it now. See what? Galaxy on Fire 2 HD somewhere over on that side. And they had that. Great, now it's like, oh, you want to delete your icons. No, I don't want to move my icons. I just want to, you know, whatever. The one thing, too, that I like using on here is the assistive touch up in the corner. That thing. You know, I can't do this. It's like, oh, well, let me show you this. And it's like at an awkward angle. But the assistive touch I find really, really, really helps good. Because that way you don't have to keep clicking your home button, because I'm paranoid that my home button is just going to break on this couple $100 contrivance I got that isn't even... It's worth it, but... I don't like iTunes. iTunes, it's like, ugh. iTunes is just like one of the worst, well, it's one of the worst ideas mankind's ever come up with, because it's all proprietary. It's like, I'd much rather get, well, like I showed here, music. Inception. I got the soundtrack. I bought it from Amazon. It gave me, sorry, I was just reading something on here. It gave me the free MP3 version of it, which I got, actually. You're gonna get sick and tired of me doing this. It's gonna take you forever to get like to where you want to go in life. Good. See? Dreams collapsing. Gave me the free MP3 version of it, so I was able to go back home. Go back home. I was able to, you know, keep the seal now and sell it. No, I wouldn't sell it because this is something I'm not gonna sell. And 2, if it seems like, you know, I say that I try to steer clear of mainstream and pop culture, and technically this would fall into the category of that because everyone's like, oh, great song. Yeah, but I haven't even seen the movie yet. I don't like it just because of the movie, and I don't like it because everybody else says it's good. I like it because I like it, and that's what matters. And that's why there's some stuff where, you know, tenacious. I mean, that doesn't fall into the category of popular culture, but everyone's like, it's great. Yeah, I do like it, except for the slight issue of it having blade play, the one I got. I've messed around with the pivot so much on here, and I'm going to slice myself open on this, but I've messed around with the pivot, I mean, and it's a nice knife, I mean, I do like it, but I don't know what's up with that. I mean, I've tightened the pivot and stuff. It might just be, looks like, I'm trying to figure out what's wrong. Maybe the liner, if I push the liner over, I don't know, maybe it just doesn't wear in more, I'm not sure. But anyway, so much stuff, it's like, that's good. Far Cry 2. I'll probably go play some more of that because I have nothing else to do in life. Anyway, so, like I was saying, collection filler, but, you know, good knife. It's not, oh, stainless Taiwan. I want it because it wasn't made in China, right? That's the thing, people hate Chinese-made stuff. Well, if you have quality control, I mean, because well, I don't. I just go bashing this, but I think, if I'm not mistaken, all right, the Tenacious China. It says China on it. Spyderco Tenacious is made in China. Now, I'm not bashing the Tenacious, you know, because I do have one that's good. So this is just, you know, I consider it one of those lemons, you know, Invictus or lemons. I'm sorry, I love that watch, but I just can't get over that. But if you have quality control, it doesn't matter where it's made. I mean, I do know some people are like, oh, you know, but you're sending, you know, jobs over to China and stuff, and you should make them here. Well, yeah, but it is cheaper to do it over in China. So everything has its balance, and sometimes that balance is hard to see, but it exists. Because if it didn't exist, the world would just be blown out of proportion, which it already is, but I'm rambling. Short video. Short, yes. Long. Long, short, short, long from a tired Mr. Romaine. Jay, you can't crack my elbow.